Hey there, Pisces. This is a general reading for the week of April 4th through April 10th, 2022. We're going to be pulling some oracle cards here to get some messages from your higher self, message from your future self, and a message from the universe. And then we will get into particulars with tarot cards. So what we have here in terms of a message from your higher self, you have the farther gate, bold step forward. So it kind of indicates really going the distance, making intentional efforts to go after what it is that you want. In terms of message from your future self, you have snake, shed old skin. So here, this is kind of about letting go of things that were restraining you, weren't serving your best interest, fixed ideas, fixed belief, maybe goals that were like limiting you. In terms of a message from the universe, you have a day filled with laughter is a day well spent. So perhaps looking to bring a little more joy into your life. So let's look at this message of the farther gate, bold step forward. You have the sun, the red kite. You have the 10 of Cups, and you have the 3 of Pentacles. So, some joyful times, lots of love, and kind of showing off your skills. We'll clarify that a little later. In terms of shedding old skin, you have Ace of Wands. That's all about new life, new inspiration, new paths. You have the 5 of Wands, which is going to be growing pains, conflicts, minor annoyances. And then you have this meditation card, which is actually special card for this Cosmo Beings deck. That really kind of talks about taking time for yourself, to relax, to feel connected, to be in a place of your own personal zen. So let's look at this message of needing laughter. You have this Empress card. Creativity, nourishment, abundance, really. Having everything you need. And you have the 6 of Swords. It's about transitions, healing, and then you have this Death card. So, transformations, losses, maybe a way to look at the shedding of your old skin. So, let's get into these tarot cards. Bold step forward. It seems like for those who have in the past done something that's been, different, or you're going to be like advancing towards that in this week of April 4th. But definitely there's a sense of accomplishment, joy, happiness, and other people really helping you to highlight your skills. So let's take a look at the 3 of Pentacles here. you have the Queen of Pentacles. So it really kind of indicates whatever step you have taken or are taking, you're really, you know, being very resourceful. You are able to kind of manage your time, you're managing a business, you're taking care of your home, you're kind of feeling connected to everything right now. Let's look at the Ten of Cups. You have the Sun card. So definitely you will be very happy this week. A lot of things are coming to light. Exploring new potential even. For some, perhaps even with the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles, this bold step forward, maybe deciding to get married. This is kind of making me think of, like, you know, when people go down the aisle and the person's in the middle and they usually have some book they're reading out of. That's what that Three of Pentacles make me think of. All right, let's clarify the Sun. You have the Two of Pentacles, which is about balancing wants and needs. It's also a sense of really managing work and home. So just for some people, it's almost as if maybe you started a business from your home, like a daycare, started some type of like pet sitting. Yeah, however it is, it's basically, it seems like you're really helping out your community. You're really filling a need in your community with some kind of service. So here with this Shed the Old Skin, you have the Ace of Wands, Five of Wands, and meditation. Let's look at the meditation card here and see what we get with that. You have the King of Swords. So it could be for these people here who really have made that bold step forward, exerting mental energy, being that making decisions, using like reason, analysis, having compassion. I think it's just kind of saying, take some time for yourself. Make sure that you are getting some quiet time. Focus on what it is that you want. Let's look at this Five of Wands. You have a Knight of Swords. So I'm kind of seeing like maybe the shedding the old skin is really rushing into something without having first taken that time of quiet to visualize what it is you want, to have a plan of action. And that these Five of Wands here, these flying entities that are kind of looking around like, is this what I'm supposed to do with this wand? What are you doing with your wand? It's almost as if before you were kind of rushing into things with the best intentions and maybe had some minor annoyances, conflicts, even with your own plans, maybe even in executing your plans. But it seems like just for the things that weren't working, just to let them go and maybe start a new practice of some quiet time to think about things, or not think about things, just to be grateful for what you have, or having a moment of clear nothingness, so there isn't all these thoughts bouncing around. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. You have the Two of Cups here. So it seems really that this shedding your old skin is more about taking some time to maybe slow down and put your passion into your creativity in a new direction, where you're really even more romantic. If this bold step forward isn't romance, focusing on that passion and romance, and not so much on maybe, business things. All right, so let's see about this spending your day with laughter. Because the Death card and the Six of Swords aren't really laughter cards. But let's take a look at the Six of Swords. You have the Three of Cups. So, and in this Three of Cups, you can see these individuals are laughing. So for some people, where this is kind of like a transition, maybe a transition in like more where your time is limited and you're not really able to socialize as much, just takes, some time to reconnect with your friends. Let's take a look at this Death card. You have the Emperor. So in terms of the transformation, it is seeming that you are becoming more focused on overseeing everything, really having control and power and authority of things. It might feel a little out of the ordinary, but in that process, in taking on more responsibilities, if this has to do with a new business, a new career prospect, and also pursuing love interests, it's really needing to have certain boundaries and not necessarily what's the word, doing whatever it is you want whenever you want. I'm not necessarily saying that, but it's as if this is a transition to kind of having the success that you want, the recognition in terms of what you can create, what you desire, and kind of the life that you want for yourself. And there's going to be some changes along the way. So I think it's just part of that transition. And when there's moments that are feeling a little too unusual, maybe you miss some things, then reach out to a friend. Let's look at this Empress, because it's a sense of abundance. It's a sense of having everything that you need or could want, and then being able to provide for others. You have this Five of Swords, actually. So the Five of Swords is about it's like a false sense of victory. And in terms of where I'm seeing this pop up, the only other 5 you have is this 5 of Wands. And that's more about just conflicting goals. But with this 5 of Swords and the Empress, it's as if you are recognizing that there is some aspects of your life, some aspects of you that might pop up where you are wanting to have everything you want and not quite there yet. I'm thinking that this day filled with laughter is really kind of just a way to say, hey, know when things aren't really that serious. It's not so serious where you have to, like, make someone feel bad, or you have to feel bad, or anything like that. But I would say this is kind of you really feeling a sense of growth and responsibility, learning to make some changes as you go, and recognizing that some changes are going to be kind of uncomfortable, even though they could be good changes. And really it kind of shows you the way to deal with it is kind of having some time for yourself and recognizing when you need to reach out to those in your support system and just celebrate friendships. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of the week to get a more clear view of things. Be sure to check out your readings for sun, moon, and rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.